August 23rd, 1987. I had a decision to make, whether I play in my first club championship, because I'd been playing golf for a couple of years, and I was playing about a 7 handicap. It felt good enough that I could probably maybe get in the tournament in Lloydminster and actually had a shot at it. Or maybe go help out in harvest time with my dad and my brother on the farm in Saskatchewan, and I decided that, you know what, maybe I'll go help out on the farm. I think it was around 85. I was working for Husky Oil as a drilling consultant, and all the guys in the drilling department played golf, and the peer pressure was astronomical, so I ended up buying an old set of Hogan Apex blades, the old Persimmon Woods. I sat up for 5 lessons, and before I knew it, I couldn't get enough of it. I was addicted to the point to where it was after work, 18 holes, 54 on the weekend. Got the wife into it, so I'd end up playing 18 with the boys and then go play with the wife afterwards. Game grabbed me back in 1985, and I have not been the same since. As I was pulling 62-foot cultivator around one of the quarter sections on the homeland, the last turn close to the road, I was just going around these poles, a pole just like that. And I snapped it off, and when it snapped off, angry at what I'd done, I'd hit the clutch on the tractor and I jumped off the tractor, and when it snapped the pole off, the tensile strength of the line picked up the pole and dropped it down in between the shanks of my cultivator. And not thinking, I jumped off the tractor, grabbed the pole, pulled it out, and it popped up in the air and swung out by my front of the tractor. So it was still in my way, so I attempted to where the last thing I did was going to go over and move it again, not thinking that I'd hit a power pole at the time, and still angry at what I did. And that's the last thing I remember. The electrocution doesn't hurt, but living through it, that's another story.
It was tough. I'm glad to save his elbow and his knees. But to hear the man yell and in pain, it pierced right in the heart. And to know your husband in there yelling in pain, and there's nothing you can do, that was tough.
Skin grafts are bad. Well, my whole body, they peeled me about, 5 times, maybe 6. But every time they do it, it's like, you lay there in that old hospital bed, and it's like if you moved, you feel like that you were made of glass and you were going to break. Thank God for morphine.
They told us Bob was not out of the woods. But I know in my mind that if he survives that, he's going to live. He's going to make it. Bob is too strong and too determined to give up.
It's just not about hitting the ball. It's a real deep search of yourself, where you got to look inside. And the things that you can learn from the game spills over in life, like get a hold of your emotions, get a hold of your breath. Don't be too quick to make decisions, because a lot of times it's pretty hard to go backwards. I'm sitting one night in my house, and I wasn't sleeping well. I was on Tylenol 3, I was drinking beer, and I was watching game shows. But I went in my basement, and my 30-30 was over there by my desk. It was so close of saying, you know what, I'm ending this. And then for whatever reason, whether it was somebody from above that slapped me upside the head and said, you know what, that will be probably one of the most selfish things you could ever do. I got a wife, 2 kids, 1 on the way. My little daughter we were dealing with leukemia. It was a moment that it would have just been selfish. I just said, you know what, enough of this. Get back on track, we've got things to do. All you need to do is hit 180. What is your 180 club? Nice, draw too. Get out, get out. All right.
If I were to describe Dad, he just grunts. And he's really stubborn. Anyone else that loses an arm or leg, in my opinion, would be happy just to play golf. But no, he's gonna beat the tar out of you.
He's a goat out here. He just is.
Alrighty.
This guy's out here practicing all the time. His love, his passion, his dedication to the game is unmatched.
Run! Almost bounced in.
Knowledge of the golf game is amazing. When I first joined out here, I didn't know who he was, and I got paired with him by accident. And I would say within 3 years, he took me from a 9 handicap to a scratch.
So golf was, I think, what actually got me back on track to help me become stronger, to be able to play with my kids again, to be able to get back to work again and build up the strength that I needed to be able to move forward in my life.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Easy.
I really do believe that, you know what, things are going to happen to you. They're going to happen to all of us. But I think we have to understand is that it's our path, and you know, you got to try and make the best of it. We don't always get to choose what cards we're supposed to play, but when you get them, you do the best you can with what you got to work with. Did you get the sound of that ball going in? That was destiny. You gotta love it.
Bless this, O Lord, and this thy gift which you are about to receive from thy bounty to Christ our Lord. Amen. Bless the cook, bless the family, and bless that those that are unable to join us.
Bless the food and bless Hannah for her 13th birthday.
Amen.
May we hit nothing but fairways and greens.
Amen.